here with Bud Rozell at Good Home Inspections, and today we're talking about winterizing your home for the winter. What are some things that people need to know about winterizing their house for the winter?
Well, essentially, winterizing your house for the winter is part of an ongoing system. Your house should be maintained regularly throughout the year. And part of that process is the winterization process. It's basically divided up into three separate sections. One section would be safety, one section would be routine maintenance, which they're all related, and then as ongoing or ever-changing as this life is, it's energy conservation is becoming very, very important. So with safety, and this should be done routinely, since we did not check our ground fault circuit interrupters, the GFCIs, like in your bathrooms, the test and reset buttons, they should be checked once a month. But since that might not have happened, this is a good time to do it. Everywhere you have the test and reset buttons, those should be pushed to make sure that they work and to make sure that they reset. In newer houses, they also have a new device that you can find in the breaker box, and that's called an arc fault. And that too should be tested once a month, or since we haven't done that, we'll do that when we do our winterization. Also, smoke alarms. Smoke alarm batteries should be changed twice a year. Since this is the winter time and we're in home a lot, then the smoke alarm batteries should be replaced. Along with smoke alarms, since this program is for the Dallas area and this part of the country, most of our houses are gas-fired furnaces. Not all of them, some of them are electric. If you have a gas-fired furnace, in the safety terms, you also want to check the batteries and check the operation of your carbon monoxide alarms. If you don't have a carbon monoxide alarm, it'd be a good idea to get one. Smoke alarms, a smoke alarm should be in each bedroom. A smoke alarm should be outside the door of each bedroom, and a smoke alarm should be on the main living area of each of the living floors. They also should be in basements and places like that, but we don't really have that in this part of town. You want to be careful that you put the battery in properly. A lot of times there are some directions that tell you which way to position the battery. It's kind of clumsy because you have some felt in here, kind of like a bookmark, that helps you extract the battery when you need to. You have a little wing in here, and so once it falls all down like that, then you're set. It works. Old batteries get recycled. Again, carbon monoxide alarms in Dallas, I think they're very important. They're not required. Carbon monoxide alarms should be in every bedroom that's occupied. It's not so important in a guest bedroom, but every bedroom that's occupied, carbon monoxide's heavy. Carbon monoxide alarms should be placed low. Smoke alarms should be placed high. In an ideal world, all the smoke alarms would be interconnected. So those are some of the safety things that you want to do. You want to check your ground fault circuit interrupters, your GFCIs in your kitchens and your bathrooms. If you have arc fault, you want to check those. You want to replace your batteries and your smoke alarms and your carbon monoxides. So those are some safety issues that you want to do. Now, safety related to maintenance, a lot of people don't like to hear this, but your furnace, your HVAC system is a mechanical system just like a car, just like a truck, and your HVAC system should be checked twice a year. For the wintertime, it's the heating side of it. You want an air conditioning guy to come in. It's been statistically proven that if you do a proactive maintenance program, it's less expensive than if you react to the problems as they come along. If you proactively have a guy come in and check your furnace, you have control over who comes into your house, what you pay him, and when he comes into the house. If it breaks down on Christmas morning, you're going to get whoever you can to pay whatever you do, and it's just going to be a nightmare. So have a guy come in and check your furnace. Also, this time of year is when a lot of people use their fireplaces. So you should do a visual inspection of your fireplace. You should look inside inside the fireplace and make sure that there's not a lot of creosote buildup. You should make sure that your firebox and hearth are clean. You should be careful not to operate a fireplace with bifold glass doors open partially. Glass-fold bifold doors should be open 100% for operation unless the manufacturer says that it can be closed. But they should be either closed or open. But halfway causes a dangerous situation, whereas the heat rises up through the bifold glass doors. The carbon monoxide is heavy, and that movement going up through the bifold doors actually drags the carbon monoxide into the house and can fill it up. You want to make sure that your fireplace isn't leaking. If you smell any gas, call a plumber. That you should check the air filter every month and replace it every 3 months regardless. They're not very expensive. I just recommend that you replace it every time you get your bill. That's a good reminder. This will help you keep your bills down, your heating bills. This is a great filter. This is a pleated filter. Unless you have allergies or some extenuating circumstances, a heavy filter is not always necessary or desired. It makes the system work too hard. Again, if you have allergies or a lot of pets, maybe you need the extra filtration. But you do want a pleated filter. The cheap filters, and this isn't an expensive one, but the cheaper filters that are flat do not have enough surface area and they don't do as good a job.